Hello folks, welcome back to Chick Barbecue Reviews. My name's John.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
And
Sorry, yes, click.
yeah, click. All right, Jeff, we have a new barbecue to review.
It's fabulous. It's a great looking box.
It is, and this is a camping, outdoor cooking, stainless steel skewer, vertical grill, charcoal barbecue from brand Generic.
Loving brand Generic.
Sold by Super and Cheaper.
Super and cheaper.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So that's exciting. So what we're going to do today is unpack this, try and put it together, and then we'll try and cook some food on it. So stick with us, folks.
Okay. This is upside down, mate.
Is it? It's got my name on the top.
It's got the arrows down here pointing this way.
Pointing that way.
Ooh,
who knows?
It's got an arrow on the side.
It's, I mean, the label is that way. The labeling is almost entirely in Chinese, except for my last name scrawled in marker on the top.
Okay.
Let's see what we're dealing with here. Oh.
Oh, I can hold this. Boxes within boxes.
Nearly a disaster. All right, let's dispose of that one.
Box can go.
So when it says which way up, believe it.
There you go. Who knew? Packaging and
knew such things. So we've got a lid.
you got a lid.
All right.
Get a couple of pictures in the bang here.
Another lid. This is the thinnest metal that exists. This is and it's spot welding. That's very exciting.
Yeah, let's see how that holds up with the. Would expect rivets at this price range.
Yeah. They said it's a non-magnetic steel, which I think means aluminium. The instructions are all in Chinese.
Okay, that's excellent to know.
So that's good stuff. And what else have we got here? So we have a huge number of skewers.
That is a lot of skewers.
Just put those there for now. We have a pair of tongs, which is just a piece of wire that's been bent around.
Isn't that the basket? Just hold the basket,
It's
maybe?
tongs, man. It says in the thing with
it says tongs.
Yeah,
it says tongs. Okay.
Those are the tongs. It's mostly a basket manipulator, though. I'll give him that. So.
There seems to be some crustiness down the bottom. Oh, is that just the spot welding?
Oh boy, yeah. That's. I mean, it's a charcoal basket, so I'm not going to hold too many marks against them.
Does it have a base?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
That's plastic coated lid.
Yeah, we're going to try and remove that. It's not in great shape. This box has done some miles.
It has come from wherever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's had a seasoning pot down the bottom there. What is that? I think that's just the plastic knobs.
Don't know what.
We've got the box here. Hang on.
That in the box.
I can do that.
Okay.
Keep the label. Oops.
So we have some sort of lid and screw, but no nut for it has appeared yet.
There's a nut done well. There's a screw.
There's a nut. There we go.
This is.
So I'm assuming that goes in there. Those are your instructions in Chinese.
Instructions, complete with flaming bushels. Fantastic.
Bushels?
Oh, something down here. The fire is.
Something's on fire.
Interestingly, the fire is outside the barbecue.
Yeah, not ideal. Oh, I think that might have to go in the rest of the lid. I think that's the base you were looking after. So that's where
water goes
the
in
water
there.
goes in there. Not at all sure. Maybe that sits on there.
Maybe.
Don't know.
Plastic pastry brush, basting. For seasoning.
For seasoning, right?
Wow.
A seasoning jar.
They really have thought of everything.
A seasoning jar seems like overkill in this. It was an $80 barbecue, to be fair to them, and a silicone basting brush, which I would want to wash that very well before I use.
Who knows what it's been used for before?
It's very pink.
Yeah,
all right,
the base.
Do you want to grab the box away there?
Take the box away. Whoop, put that over there. Okay.
It almost looks like it's had a test run, doesn't it? There's some residues in here. All right, so I think that goes there.
All right.
I don't know where that one goes.
It's got in the.
We have got some pictures to look at, so we'll do that. Behold, look at this $80 barbecue. We'll see what we can get together. Okay, so we think we figured out the lid to a degree.
It's like a lid cap. That's pretty
Do
sticky.
you want to get the documentation just so we can look at it?
The documentation, this documentation?
Yeah, yeah. So I think that goes that way up.
It does.
Oh, yep. And then that bit goes there, then that bit goes there. Which way up does that go, though?
I think that the...
I'm wondering.
Does it go underneath?
It doesn't go underneath.
That's a bit odd.
Because it doesn't...
There's no other shots.
It doesn't look like it's... Oh, wait a minute. There... All right. So it goes that way.
Interesting.
Yep. So the cursory documentation has at least given us enough. I won't get the electric screwdriver out for this, but that'll do for now.
Okay.
So when it's put together, our kebab skewers go down through that, and then
The lid gets on.
the lid sits on there,
Okay. Well,
and it should draft in. And I don't quite
Draft in,
understand how it
draft out.
drafts out, but we'll.
just out the top, I guess. That's the smoker part.
It's not a lot of airflow though, but we'll find out. Okay. So next we're going to. Now, can we just lift this whole thing off? We can. So that's going to be handy for lighting it up.
Okay.
They've thought of everything.
They really have.
All right. All right. Jeff's just cut himself.
I have. Look at that. Check it out, man. This stuff is super sharp.
Yep. So
Super sharp.
things to be aware of. So it does say to fill up the water tray.
Oh my god. He's panicking, blood everywhere. Okay. Oh, yep, good. Before lighting, said the instructions.
It's the absolute first thing it wants us to do. Speaking of sharp things.
You want a lighter in the bottom?
Yeah, we'll put a lighter in there. That's suboptimal.
So
I think that'll do. That's fullish.
it's pretty full. I will grab a band-aid at some stage, man. I'm just dripping blood everywhere.
Yeah, right. Okay, let's pause and come back. Okay, so I've used our extremely cheap tongs to gain control of the.
Is there air? There's air underneath there?
I think so. Yep,
Yes.
there's holes.
Yep.
It's basically got its own char basket, which it's not nothing. Or starter chimney. All right.
We have ignition. Tongs.
Yeah, you don't want to leave them floating up like that though, because the heat from
Interfere with the
the lighting will get into them.
masterful.
Is it catching under there?
There's some. I can see glow. I think
I'm just wondering how the air gets into the.
underneath bit.
So?
It's probably better angle down through here. It's
Here we go.
down there.
All right, something's started combusting.
Just watch out for this bit.
Very sharp. So we think we've learned a lesson that the firelighters need to go underneath the briquettes in the fire basket and not further underneath.
Yeah, they're out.
So now we tackle the painful and difficult job of unloading and reloading.
You've got a basket or something you can put that in?
I think it'll be okay. I don't think they've caught enough for it to be a problem.
Okay. You just do them on the table?
Yeah. In fact, let's...
That pink brush does look decidedly gross, really.
It is warm enough to be problematic, though.
Okay.
Alright. Try again.
Ooh. It's a good thing they're giving you the nifty tongs.
Although for
Should we try balancing this table a little? Oops.
it'll be fine. Yeah, we might stick some bits of paper under the table because
Yeah, might give that a crack.
the water balance turns out to be quite delicate.
It does. Yeah, we've got a bit of slow patterning here. Let's see if I can find
we'll
a stick or something for that.
We'll wait till we're off air and play with that.
Okay. Hey. It's all part of the process.
So first time it was the briquettes were much better loaded in.
There's still quite a bit of space over the lighter at this end. If
Yeah.
you wanted to
I don't mind
something.
it getting more airflow through it though. Okay, so
All right,
we're going to try this again.
take 2.
Lessons learned.
That's looking a bit happier.
That's a bit more photogenic, isn't it?
Yes, let's do that. Flame action.
All right.
Yeah, that's looking healthier.
Now,
Okay, so remember, put the lighters in the basket.
all right, Jeff. So we've
We're on.
we've
Okay.
patched you up from your wounds. It seems to have mostly caught. We've built the kebabs. Now I think we need to top up the base with water because I think this is what's stopping it causing trouble.
Being too
Burning,
too burny.
burning anything that's underneath it. So
Okay.
yeah, that's going in all right. Low bar, but given how terrifying it was to build those kebabs with those incredibly bendy skewers,
They were very bendy. I think we
with
did a
their
fantastic job.
very pointy ends,
Yeah.
and
I think it's all the flex in them.
yeah,
That's
the flex combined with the let's try and get that on. Oh, that worked. Okay.
Nice work.
And then we
Lower the barrel.
lower the barrel over it. Yeah, so it's got all these instructions about lowering the char basket into it, but you can just lower the barrel over the top. Seems to work.
Seems to work. We've got plenty of air holes around the bottom here.
The air's getting
for
in.
feeding.
It's the air escaping that I have my doubts about, but we'll see what it does. It's time to get the kebabs.
Get the kebabs.
So we'll be
Okay.
back in a second.
Let's do that.
Okay, so here
Right.
we go.
It's
Well, that worked. Now we're not quite sure how up and down the skewers the things are meant to be, so we're going to find out.
We'll soon find out.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd be a bit hesitant about dipping the 360 in there.
Oh, I was going to take the char basket out before we put your camera inside, but yeah. I'm also just not sure how much space there is between each of the kebabs, but I guess we're going to find out.
It certainly looks the part.
It, in its own absolutely terrifying, blood-hungry, murderous way. It's,
That's it.
Now, a wireless meat thermometer is kind of overkill for a barbecue in this price range, but we're just going to
Stick that in just for...
stick it in to try and figure out what's going on. Let's see how that goes. We'll do it on that side. Okay, that worked. Now I think we've got too many. There's more skewers than there's slots.
Oh, no.
They've lied to us.
They have caused an overabundance.
Yeah, right. This is
I'll get a couple of
this is
sausages
a
in there.
tragedy. Yeah. So we've ended up grossly overcatered. We'll do one chicken skewer. I don't know why they do this to us.
I don't know, man. How many got left? 4.
I've got 4 slots left,
4
and
slots.
I want to get at least one of the Woolies
Maybe a
chicken
couple.
ones to see if my clothes peg technique
Of course. Of
works.
course.
So we'll.
Oi. Maybe off the chair, you know. Just sitting up.
Yeah. Okay, so where did I put the clothes pegs? There we go.
Interesting.
So put that there.
Interesting. You want to put it in the small hole?
Small hole.
I know. Oh,
There you go.
well, you know.
May as well chuck another steak on. What do you reckon?
The close peg technique.
Mm-hmm.
Another steak. You have 2 slots remaining. You gonna try another close peg on there? The
I guess we better.
This is a lot of food.
Yeah. I mean, it's the capacity of it that attracted me to it. I was like, I want to see if this can actually do the job.
Close pegs.
And there's one spot there. I guess we'll chuck a sausage on there, shall we?
Oh, let's do that. And then I guess you chuck the lid on and let's see what happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Lid's there. Watch the sharp bits, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No more fatalities. Yeah. Ooh, it's a snug.
Wow.
Okay. Now I'm just going to go put some food back in the fridge.
Yeah. Well, welcome back. We've just had an interesting incident where one of the handles of the skewer came off and dropped the skewer into the guts of the machine.
So Jeff very bravely retrieved the skewer with tongs from the heart of the
beast.
The beast. It's a good smelling beast right now, I've got to say.
It's good. That's smelling pretty good. Oh.
Yep.
Your meat's ready. That's quick.
So the meat thermometer's unhappy about something. Let's check in on that.
Okay. That's this one here, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Could be it's too hot. But let's have a look.
You could practically play Chernobyl with this, really, couldn't you?
It feels like a reactor.
It's very reactor and very control rod thing happening here.
Oddly, it's not saying anything. Oh, there we go.
91.
Right. So the temperature inside is 266 F, and the meat's internal temperature is 93, which is quite on the way to being cooked. Around 165 will be done.
Okay.
In fact, I'll double check what medium rare is, but yeah. So 270 is it's a bit of an odd temperature.
Moderate up.
225 is low and slow, and 325 is yeah. So it's sort of in the middle. So we have a food reactor here.
We have a food reactor. Yeah, no, definitely.
So we've got the charcoal in there. I've got to say, it smells amazing. The fact we've lost 2 handles off the skewers, one of them while we were cooking, really doesn't fill me with any confidence at all about the rest of the skewers. And preparing the kebabs was one of the more terrifying things I've ever done in my life, because there's incredible flex in the skewers and an incredibly sharp point. And as you put it into anything, the whole thing, boom, it's like a bass guitar string. And yeah, or bass guitar string, I should say.
Bass guitar, yeah. You know, fish play bass too.
Yeah. But at the same time, it smells amazing.
It does. It does smell good.
The steak internal temperature is getting up there quite fast as well. So let me double check that. It's at 104 and 115 internal now. So we only want to get it to 130. So we'll be eating steak in a few minutes.
Excellent.
And having kept the lid on for a little while, the ambient temperature is now up to That sounded like
something falling, or maybe a briquette in the.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, ambient temperature's up to 310, so it's getting to not a bad temperature to be cooking this sort of stuff at.
I'd be interested to see. I mean, I'm a bit hesitant to rotate the kebabs because you've got a heat source in the center, so one side's going to be. I don't think we're going to be rotating those. I think this demonstrates the futility of that.
Yep.
Yeah. The Chernobyl of barbecues. It hasn't had a runaway reaction though, so that's a good thing.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Give it time. It's tasted blood already.
There is some blood on the top actually. Okay.
All right, let's have a look at what's going on here. That sharp edge is really quite something. Whew, that's hot. Well, cooking is happening.
Definitely. I'm not sure it's entirely cooked, but it's definitely happening.
Nothing's done.
Sausages looking a bit done down the bottom, but not.
Yeah, well, that's where the heat is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just let the process work.
Seal that up.
So we think we're about to pull the steak. We're not sure if it's done. The wireless meat thermometer thinks it is. It doesn't look done on the outside. And one of the issues we're encountering is that up the top, it's basically getting steamed. There is heat and there's moisture coming up from the water in the tray.
Yeah.
But we're talking about steamed meat, which isn't that appealing. And the sausages in particular, the bottom that's exposed to the coals because they're far enough down, that's charring.
Yep. But the top half isn't looking as cooked as it could be.
Yeah, it probably is cooked because, like I said, the heat is rising, but it doesn't look cooked.
There is fat coming out the top.
Yeah,
So...
there's definitely cooking going on, but in terms of a satisfactory cooking, I mean, this beast will cut you. It will burn you. It will fall apart as you use it. The plan has been that with this show that we're going to try and sell these barbecues, but this thing I'm not going to sell because I couldn't in good conscience let anyone else near it.
No.
It's going in the bin.
No, unless what comes out of it is spectacular.
Mind-blowing, in which case
I'm just thinking, it'd have to be spectacular to overcome the fact that it has already injured me.
And it's terrifying to use the skewers. Just putting the meat on them. There's a very sharp point.
I was uneasy just watching you use it, and
let me tell you, I was uneasy using it. All right, let's try taking the steak out, and we'll.
All right, hang on. Let's get a video of this.
We'll have a look. So, what I'll do is I'll leave the one with the meat thermometer in. So we'll pull out one of the other ones. Where do I put another bit of steak? There we go.
Steak is in here.
There's one there. So, there we go. That does not look like a particularly savoury piece of meat.
It does not, no.
But we'll see. We'll give it a go.
Give it a crack.
Ooh, okay, so these skewers start getting hot as well. Just to,
on the wood.
Yeah, just to add to the fun. And let's
could well be medium rare. Oh,
well, it's medium on the middle. It's just got no char on the outside. But have a taste of that, Jeff.
Sure. Give it a crack. Let's have a go. Let's draw. So we'll take this over here. Give it a spin.
Well, I've got to admit, it tastes all right. But we've got a piece of rump steak that's been covered in salt and pepper and cooked is what we've got here.
Well, it'd probably be tasty raw.
Yeah.
I do miss the caramelization.
There's
on the outside.
There's no Maillard effect.
No.
If it had more exposure to the actual coal, I think we'd have a more interesting piece of meat.
Do you think the central column of coals could be higher, like taller?
I mean, it could be, or if we'd had more knowledge of how on earth this thing works, I guess we could have had the meat at the very bottom of the skewer.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, I don't think we would have had all of it being in the direct path of the coal.
No, I mean that sausage that's in there. The bottom third looks like it's come off a barbecue, and the top half looks like I don't know, it's like a steamed thing.
I mean, this is basically a steamed steak.
I mean, it's edible.
Yeah, it's edible.
It's edible.
I think we'll leave the rest of the food on a bit longer, though.
I think so too.
I didn't my chicken that pink in the middle.
No, me neither. Me neither.
But let's get the other steak off
and have a look.
Yep.
Yep.
Anyway, that's where we're at now. So we've decided to be brave with the steak, and we pulled it down the skewer so it's lower down in the fire basket. And we're going to see if we can get some sort of
charring
going.
Yeah, some caramelization would be good.
Yeah, we'll see. And I just want to go back to the saddest little pink basting brush that came with this thing, with the obviously grey discoloration at the end of the...
It kind of looks used.
And the pink colour just... I feel some sort of sex toy thing going on there.
No, it's not my cup of tea, but I think it could be used for such a thing. Yeah, a bit of a tickle.
A tickler, yeah. I guess. Yeah.
That seems quite soft. Yeah.
So $80 barbecue with bonus
sex toy.
A sex toy.
Yeah. Well,
there we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So it's it reckons it's ready, Jeff.
All right. Well,
it's at 160 internal, which is quite warm for a steak, more than I'd personally cook one. But let's
see how the appearance is.
Still not particularly caramelized. Doesn't appear to have done much putting it lower either. No. Okay. Well, let's
crank that open and see what happens.
Put the lid on and see what it tastes like. The dangerous red hot and sharp lid.
Very sharp. Okay, let's crack this open and see what we've got.
So I've just got to figure out how to get the meat thermometer out of here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bother. That's easy. So, where's your plate gone?
Oh, my plate's over here. I was just trying to catch the internal colour.
There you go.
All right, this is the...
It's still quite pink considering the meat thermometer thinks it's well done, but there we go.
All right, well.
I do think something like this... We can look at it, and like right now, even the handles are buckling off it because they're thin metal and they haven't been properly riveted on, despite the fact there are actual rivet holes there that haven't been used. They've used a spot welder.
And a very light spot weld as well.
Yeah. A $10 spot welder on Amazon, I suspect. Buy now from an affiliate link below.
Look, it's edible. I wouldn't be serving it as a barbecue thing, I don't think.
I think I'd say I would not serve this to someone. People have served me steaks in similar conditions, though, and they were quite proud of them.
Okay, well, context is everything, really.
Yeah. Well, there's a little bit of char on the side here in this one, so that might have been the bit that got there.
Got the extra. I do get a bit concerned about the potatoes and the vegetables in there, like that onion on those still looks pretty raw.
Well, we're gonna let them crank away in there.
All right, that's a grand idea. Welcome back.
Hey, folks. So we're back with the most dangerous thing we've ever worked with, and I've used angle grinders. They're quite dangerous, but they're not in the same league as
table saw. Table saw is pretty sound.
Yeah, I've never used a table saw, but I'll take your word for it. But we're gonna eat some food. We'll see what we've got here.
All right.
And this handle is hot. It's
hot,
real hot.
Okay. All right.
So, would you like a sausage, Jeff?
Sure. Sausage.
Okay. And the handles on these are getting warm as well.
Okay.
So just mind that point. Hey, you know what? We've got some charring on the orange.
Some kebab.
It's coming along.
Okay. Let's give that a crack.
And do you want a
I'll have whatever
clothesline
comes,
kebab.
Yeah, for sure. Clothesline kebab. That looks like it's going to be a bit warm. Okay. Look at this.
Okay.
Oh, some great charring in the bottom there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, very sporadic.
I've upset the lid of the coal basket, so we'll try and get that back in place.
All right.
Ooh, no. There we go.
Awesome.
That's back where it needs to be. And then for me, I guess I better have a sausage.
Sausage.
The sausages look pretty well done.
They do, actually. I mean, I have to say, when I was in there before,
mm-hmm.
it does look like it's come out of the back of Ivan's small goods truck at the market. But,
you don't want to start a fight with Ivan, mate.
No, I don't. I find the stuff delicious. I really do. But there's a certain similarity here.
Okay, we'll put the lid back on and just leave everything else stewing in its juices. But
okay. What's happening with the water down the bottom? Is it bubbling or boiling, or
it's not boiling? It's full of drippings, which is fine. That's what it's there to do. But the water level is fine, so that works.
All right. Well, let's work out how to get this stuff off.
Let's see how a piece of pork belly tastes. I mean, that's actually looking pretty good.
Let's go. It's cool. Not sort of crunchy.
Mm-hmm. Look, I'd rubbed it in a really good pork spice rub, which is mostly salt and brown sugar and a bit of chili.
Okay.
Bit of cumin and coriander and that sort of thing. But the problem is it hasn't got hot enough to crisp the pork rind.
No.
So
my bit was a little bit crunchy. But
you're still dealing with chewy pork rind.
Let's see if this potato is cooked. All right. It's a little crunchy. It's a lot more cooked than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I mean it's adequate, but honestly, I guess let's leave it on for another half hour.
See what happens.
See what it tastes like.
That's right. I'm interested to see what happens with this sausage, though.
So, if you do feel inspired to buy one of these things, getting regular bamboo skewers on with a clothes peg, that seemed to work.
That does seem to work.
Mm-hmm.
Let me let's see what's going on with this sausage.
And
right, it's definitely cooked.
Mm-hmm. And the chicken souvlaki skewers have actually gotten a bit crispy, and are close to something I'd call good.
Okay. I just pull all this off.
But everything keeps bringing me back to this is a dangerous machine. You don't want it around family, you don't want it around friends, it's not going to last very long, and you would be better off, whatever your barbecuing needs are, saving up for something better.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. And I think the price, at its price point, it has lots of accessories. The weird pink brush, to mention one.
Oh,
it comes with all the
don't forget
skewers.
A spice shaker.
Oh, a spice shaker as well.
Possibly the best spice shaker. Look, it's got multiple settings.
It could be cool in the kitchen.
It's got a whole bunch of different.
It might be worth it just for that. You know.
I might hang on to the spice shaker.
Hang on to that. I think it's.
I'm not hanging on to this brush, and these skewers are going in the bin.
These skewers going. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Watch out for the garbo.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a very, very cheap build. Like the spot welds on the side
it's
are tiny.
Defective build.
It's a defective build. Yeah. This edge on here where I cut myself earlier, very, very sharp, and the handle gets extremely hot. So it's not borderline dangerous. It's dangerous.
It is absolutely dangerous. I mean, for God's sake, we're looking at the handles here. We'll get a picture of that to put in. But
they're starting to discolor from the heat.
The handles have holes in them that a rivet should have gone through.
Yeah. Ah, okay. Yeah.
But it's been spot welded instead.
Okay.
So that's that's a problem.
That is a problem. Yeah, that is a problem.
But if you put good food into it, will good food come out? Some good food.
Some good food's come out?
Yeah.
The sausage is cooked.
Yeah.
This chicken kebabs is cooked through.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a reasonable amount of charring on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
To be said, this technique is a pretty clean way of cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
How do you mean clean?
Well, it's not just floating in its juices the whole time.
Yeah, okay.
It's cooking. The juices run down into the water tray down the bottom. So it's particularly clean that way, I guess. But then some of the beauty of the barbecue is it cooking in its own juices on the heat. That gives you that fantastic caramelization.
The smoke coming back. One of their selling points on this was something along the lines of, you won't have the smoke of the juices coming back into the meat. It's like, well, hang on, that's normally a positive in these things.
That's true. But it is remarkably smoke-free. There hasn't been much smoke coming off it.
No, since we lit it up. There are some sizzling noises. I mean, it sounds impressive. You could buy a Weber for, what's a Smoky Joe go for? Under $200. Okay. So you could get something that is safe and
they're about the same sort of size, the same sort of capacity. They're what, 20 inch or something?
I mean, this vertical system does let you put an enormous amount of food on it. Even if they did give us more skewers than fit on for whatever reason that I cannot comprehend.
Well, because, I mean, you couldn't cook them now, could you? Like, there wouldn't be the heat left in the briquettes. Like, if you put them in now...
I wasn't planning to put the leftovers on here. I was going to cook them, like, in a fry pan or something. But, yeah. I mean, the verdict on this is that I'm not even going to try and sell it because I don't want to be responsible for someone else hurting themselves with it. That's how bad we are talking about. But in terms of the food, I mean, the sausage, let's be honest, was grossly unevenly cooked because it had 3 different modes of cooking. It had some direct charcoal radiant heat at the bottom, and then a midsection that was a low-level steaming, and then it got hotter at the top. So it was quite well cooked in the top of it. But having said that, the sausage...
Well, sausage is cooked. I mean, it's a cooked sausage.
I'd say the sausages even actually taste better than the last one we did. And I couldn't tell you why, for all that I'm highly critical of the cooking methods of this thing. The sausages are tasting really nice.
Same sausages?
Steam your sausages, folks. It's my...
Steam But overall, it's an unsafe unit. It is unsafe.
Yeah, let's round this thing out now. I don't think we need to see whatever happens with the food in there after this. But summary: do not buy. Unsafe. Should not be on sale. And
one of the other reviews mentioned sharp edges and things too, didn't they?
I think I saw some mention of that and thought they must be wimpy. But no, I was wrong. This thing is. Okay. The skewers are so bendy and so sharp that it is terrifying.
Very bendy.
Yeah.
And super sharp.
Yeah. Which has some benefits for skewers, but also they're very prone. We've had the handles break off just while we've been doing this.
There's also that skewer that had no handle.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's... And let's get back to, we can see where the rivets are meant to be in the construction of the pieces of this, and someone has just banged a very cheap spot welder over it.
Same in the handles across the top.
Yeah. Which is unforgivable. So our review of this unit is do not buy, and if you've got one, dispose of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that, but
stay safe, kids.
Honesty in reviewing. Have a good one. We'll probably be back in 2025 with our next cheap barbecue review.
Fantastic.
All right.
Look forward to it. Everyone stay safe. Okay, so what's happening here now?
Well, we're gonna take off the last of the food, and we're gonna try and figure. Holy fuck, that's hot! Oh my god! Ah!
Oh, it's sausage. Sizzler.
Look, if all you ask it to do is cook sparsely made kebabs, it's kind of good to that, except it's very dangerous in the process.
Yeah. It's a very sparse kebab. But they actually look quite
Actually,
good.
I did this one to do the
That's a control.
the control for the gradient of the temperature, and that shows it really quite well.
Yeah, from this side it looks all right. Like from the inside.
Yeah, but
outside,
you see, at the bottom you've got
yeah,
actual
you've got
charring, and then at the top you've got higher cooking, and then in the middle it's just sort of steaming along.
Okay.
All right, I think I'm going to just leave the lid off so we don't build up the heat any further.
Yep. Just let it close itself down.
Mm-hmm. It'll burn itself out. Yeah.
All right, can we bring these plates in?
The bits that can come inside, let's do.
Oh, before you do that.
Yep.
Just
Oh yeah, the tongs. Let's talk about the tongs.
Is it the tongs?
Yep.
I'm not quite sure what these are tongy for.
Well, they are quite good at moving the char basket, manipulating the char basket.
To go into the holes and then you can lift?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But as tongs, it's just a piece of wire.
It's yeah. Tensile.
Yeah.
Not much give.
Yeah, someone in a factory in China was making those, wondering what they were doing. Yep.
Yeah, could be all sorts of things.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny bucket.
Yeah.
Which is what we got in the charcoal.
Yeah, exactly.
All
right.
Not used as a weapon.
Mm-hmm. Let's hope we don't burn down the patio.